The music news for the streets, the music news for your beats, the news for the music stuff that you gonna need. We gon' talk about plugins, we gon' talk about gear. If it's news on this music, we gon' talk about it here. Let's go.
Welcome to the music news for the streets. I'm your anchor man, hit the keys. And in today's newscast, we have all kinds of exciting stories for you guys from 6 freebies. Looks like Native Instrument just dropped a fire guitar. Arturia has a new plugin. But our top story today comes from Universal Audio. I've talked about it in the past where they have released a DAW for free called Luna. Well, it looks like Luna is now not just for Mac, it's for Windows too. So if I were you, I would definitely recommend running out and grabbing that. Let's go ahead here and take a look at the story. So as we see here, Universal Audio Luna is now available for Windows. So it's a pretty solid DAW. With this thing, you are going to get a few different UAD plugins. And then you're going to get like a toolkit, and you're going to get, I believe it's Ravel Grand Piano for free, which is absolutely amazing. It says right here, the idea behind Luna is to put power of an analog recording console in your hands without the need of sound engineering qualification. The newly available free version of Luna, you also get oxide tape extension, a simple one knob tape emulator with saturation control. You can implement it across all channels. You also get the Shape Toolkit. Instrument provides a wealth of creative potentials and single software instruments. Shape allows you to layer and create sounds from top sample libraries like Spitfire Audio, Orange Tree Samples, Sonic Tour, and Handheld Sign. So all these are some really good companies, especially the Spitfire Audio. And I can't stress enough that you're going to get Ravel guitar with this as well. So this is what the Shape Toolkit is kind of going to look like. So you see here, you can layer different stuff, and yeah, you're going to get Ravel Lite. Very solid piano, probably my favorite piano plugin. That's a stock piano plugin in any DAW that you don't have to pay for. So it comes with a 30-day free trial to Luna Pro. Again, I've talked about this before in the past, so I'm not going to get into doing like a full demonstration. There's plenty of them out there. I know that there has been some buggy issues with the DAW, but they're going to get it fixed. And I promise you guys that this is going to be the dopest free DAW that you can get your hands on. Because again, I've recorded in it and I've used it. So over here on their site, just to give you a little comparison between the two DAWs, you got Luna Free, which is full unlimited version of Luna. You get the oxide tape extension, the Shape Toolkit instrument, the ARP arpeggiator, 30-day free trial of Luna Pro, and 30-day trial of Neve Summing, which is also solid. But then over here, if you did decide to get the Pro version, you're going to get a bunch of different plugins too. That's what makes this worth it. Because you see here, you're going to get all these API plugins, the Century Tube channel strip. Polymax is absolutely fire. Galaxy Tape Echo's good. Studer 8, A800's good. So the LA2A collection, solid. So with this, you're getting basically the plugins for $199. So I'll go ahead and make sure I leave that link below so that you can get over to Universal Audio if you are interested in this. But I can't stress enough that for a free DAW, this is probably what I'm going to be recommending. It looks like Native Instruments has just dropped a brand new addition in their session guitarist line. This thing is called Acoustic Sunburst Deluxe. Let's go ahead and check it out. So as we look here, it is an acoustic guitar. It does sound pretty good. The current price on this is $129 for the intro. But as you see here, you just get a bunch of different sounds, tones, a whole lot of control. I actually have this thing pulled up here in FL Studio. Here's a little melody I put together. So the guitar sounds like this. So that's what the guitar sounds like. Let's go ahead and copy these notes and we'll drop them down an octave just so that you can hear what they sound like down an octave as well. Let's go. So that's basically what this thing sounds like. We'll go ahead and take it back up an octave, but it sounds good with other instruments too as well. So I actually have it kind of in a little beat. The beat's not mixed down. There's no bass. It's just really a loop, but it sounds like this. All right, guys, so it wasn't really a sample beat. It was just a loop, but I wanted to let you hear what the guitar sounds like kind of in action. Let's go ahead and hop back into Acoustic Sunburst Deluxe and check it out. So with this thing, it's cool, obviously, with all of these session guitarists or session machines. They play different melodies and stuff like that. So if I was to hold down one of these key switches and then I push the key, and so if I push different one of these, it's going to give me different melodies. You know, so that's pretty solid. You get a whole bunch of melodies to work with, whole bunch of different guitars. You get a lot of control. So you can even control like the swing and everything on the notes when they're hitting on the arp and everything. It's fire. You get a bunch of different guitar settings. As you see here, you get microphone, stereo width, you know, muted, resonance, noise, attenuation. And then you got guitar amp right here. So you get all of the effects that you get in Contact. So you're going to get all like the replica and a bunch of good effects, like good. They're not third-party effects to Contact, but they're third-party effects versus stock effects. Then you also have control over playback stuff here too as well. So what I'm going to do for you guys just real quick is I'm just going to play through some of the melodies because when I push the melodies down, you'll hear some of the different guitars just so that you guys can kind of hear what they sound like. You get some different melodies and some different rhythms. I mean, so as you guys can tell there, it is a very solid acoustic guitar plugin. The original Electric Sunburst Deluxe is like my favorite electric guitar plugin. I think this one's pretty solid too as well. Again, I don't really play guitar the greatest, so I can't be the judge on that. But to my ears, this sounds good. For my genre of music, this sounds like some stuff that I could use. In breaking news, and it looks like for a limited time only, iZotope and Plugin Boutique are offering Neutron 4 elements for free. Let's go ahead and take a look here at the story. So as we see here, in case you're not sure what Neutron 4 is, this is basically like a channel strip, but it can also do AI mixing for you too as well. So you can set up all your sounds on different relays, and then you can have it auto adjust the levels for you and stuff like that if you're first starting off. That's kind of what I feel like this was designed for initially, but now it's kind of moved over into like it sculpts sounds and it does a lot of dope stuff. So like if you start messing with this, you can bring out so much in your sounds and you can do so much with your sounds. It's not like a regular channel strip. So with this, again, this is the stripped down version. Like they say here, it's the little brother of the full Neutron suite, which costs $249. However, this version still packs plenty of handy features for supercharging your workflow. So like it says here, it's an AI-powered channel strip, and it's designed to sculpt sound seamlessly while staying in your flow and mix in the moment. The appeal of the release is the integration of the AI features within a single channel strip, so you can dial in sounds you want quickly with a smooth workflow. Ultimately, what's going to come in the Neutron 4 elements is going to be a Master Assistant, which has matching technology for tone, dynamics, and width. This allows you to match the tone of whatever reference file you plug into the suite. So you can put it on drums, vocals, you can put it on whatever it is that you want to put it on. So again, this thing does a lot. It can pair with Audio Lens. You can reference stuff with that. Audio Lens was free a ways back. But long story short, I always recommend getting it because even if you're not going to use Neutron or any of the element stuff, whenever they're offering this stuff for free, I always recommend grabbing it because later on in the future, you can cross grade into something else. So whether it is like you want to cross grade into Ozone or Nectar, or you want to get Neutron in the future, or if Native Instruments, who now owns iZotope, is doing any kind of cross grades, you have an iZotope item to get into that cross grade. So I can't stress it enough. Even if this isn't a tool that you need, go grab it just so that you have it in the future, you know, for any cross grades. All right, guys, so the next story that I have for you guys today is something that's been free for a while, but it's only going to be free until June 14th. So they're going to take it from being a free synth to a paid synth. And it is from UJam. It is USynth, UDrive. So as we look here at Drive, it's only going to be free until the 14th. I've done a full review on this. I've also done a review on Neutron. So that's kind of why I'm not demoing them. I'll leave all that stuff linked in the description, but if I've already demoed it, I should be able to just link that video versus having to spend all the time editing and putting all the stuff in, working with something, making something where I already have a video on it. So that's why I'm not going in depth with the demos on a few of these things or on these two things. But with this, it's pretty solid. This is really good for like EDM music. I feel like it's good for like house music and all that other kind of stuff, any kind of EDM genre. Again, I've done a full review on this, got some great sounds in this thing. It's got a ton of different effects. It's got a few different synthesizer engines. Everything is under the hood, so it's really easy to use. This is just another one that I would definitely recommend, again, because it's only free until June 14th. So you should go get this one. So it looks like Arturia has decided to return to its roots a little bit, and they came out and they gave us a VST version of the Minibrute. Let's go ahead and take a look here at the story. So if you guys don't know, the Minibrute is a synthesizer that's been around for a while. It's pretty solid. It's got a nice analog sound. The real one does. I haven't listened to this one. I don't have it. So I couldn't demo it for you guys. I probably could get it and demo it, but I didn't. But as you look at it, this thing looks fire. It looks like the Minibrute, but then it's got the Arturia spinoff on it where you can go underneath the hood and you can customize so many other things in this thing. Like they say here, Minibrute V mirrors the revolutionary spirit of its forebear and amplifies it to a digital domain, bringing unmatched warmth and grit to today's music makers. Bro, the text on this, bro, y'all should have just made it all bold. I'm old, straining my eyes. But over here, they're saying it's got raw analog power, so harness the brute force of the original Minibrute with added polyphony. So that's something that's very solid. It's not just a mono synth anymore. This digital version is going to let you dial in as much polyphony as you want. That's pretty solid. Intuitive interface, feel the immediacy and depth of analog synthesis through Minibrute V streamlined signal path. So as you can see here, it just looks like it's pretty streamlined, pretty easy to use, just like the original was. And then over here, you'll see it's got some built-in effects, which is solid too as well. So it features 4 effect slots and 17 effects types to further shape and enhance your sound, from subtle reverb to stack distortion, go from clean to downright mean in a sec. It's got world-class presets. We already know the presets are going to be good in there. So let's just go ahead and listen to a few of the sound demonstrations that they give us. That might be the hardest beat I ever heard on an Arturia demonstration. I'm not even going to hold y'all. For me, that beat was kind of hard, but all the sounds came from that synthesizer. So here's another one. I mean, that sounds thick too. Pause. And we'll play one more right here, this future bass track. So overall, I mean, it sounds pretty good to me. Again, if you're in the market for something like this, it's currently $99 on sale, or you could wait until the end of the year and then upgrade V Collection, and then you'll get all the new synthesizers that they're going to drop. Do what you want though, you know. If you don't want the V Collection, you just want the synthesizer, go grab that then. All right, guys, and then up next, and the last story I have for you guys is actually 3 freebies. I'm going to do it a little bit different in today's video. I'm just going to kind of talk about all 3 of them together because I made like a little demo beat, you know what I'm saying, or like a little loop. So I'm just going to play the loop first, and then I'm going to go through the sounds. But the first one I have here is this Dreamwaves. And I kind of just, out of all these sounds, I made like a little house beat. So it sounds like. So I basically used all those sounds for the house beat. This Dreamwaves, this is one of the sounds that I got. But a lot of these sounds sound pretty good. Like some of these sound really nice. I think this one. Okay, Okay, that one sounds all right, but it's not the one I was thinking about. Like the distortion on that one sounds fire. One of these presets is super fire because it's like it evolves. But like those are basically the presets you're gonna get. This is another one of the presets I use just to put a little melody over the top. So again, I think that was pretty solid for what I used it for. The next thing I want to talk about is this Prototype Meyer Choir. So this thing's pretty solid too as well. I mean, it's only gonna do a little bit for you, but it's like basically they have 4 different people here in a family and they've all recorded different spots on the keyboard. So like if I push down, so you hear how it's a bunch of different people's voices. So like if I was to go different octaves on this thing, kind of mad I have the S Control controller, but I'm doing a demo on it tomorrow and it's set up in the other room, so I got to use a little smaller one. But that's kind of what that preset sounds like. You can come underneath the hood, boom, you get more control. So now you get more presets under here. So, you know, you get stuff like, no girls allowed. If you guys understood the struggle I'm going through right now, I'm trying to play the 3 chords on this one. I only have a 25 key keyboard and matchup notes down here, but I just want you guys to be able to hear what you're listening to. So it's just a pretty solid little choir plugin, another one that I would recommend. And then the last freebie that I have for you guys today is just this Rainmaker 2. So if you ever need to make some rain or anything like that, it's got some presets and I use them in the beat too as well. Then you got other presets over here. And then you just have the original sounds from the original Rainmaker. So they give you a lot to work with on this one. So that's what I got for you guys today. Hopefully I can help you guys out in today's newscast. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, you can get Luna if you don't have a DAW and you're in need of a DAW, and hopefully some of these freebies could help you out. But make sure if you guys do like this content though, you drop a whole elbow on that like button, hit subscribe and that notification bell so every time we bring you guys a new video, you can be the first to see. Signing off as your anchor man, hit the keys. Until next time, peace.
Some hit the keys.